Welcome to Principles of Accounting. We're going to go over the syllabus today and walk through D2L so that you can find everything you need to get started in working the materials and learning and succeeding in the course this summer. And I look forward to being your coach and guide as we go. So here we go. Here's the syllabus, and it's been emailed to you, and also you can find it in D2L. If you'd like to print another copy, or you happen to be away and you want to look at it digitally through the internet and remind yourself about a deadline or something like that. So since this is an online class, the best way to get a hold of me is digitally. So you can see my email at the school, or you can email me in D2L. No need to do it in both places. Either is fine. If you need to text me and let me know that there's an email and that maybe it's urgent, you can text me on my cell here. We don't have formal office hours since we're digital, but I will try to respond to you within a day or sooner if I can. I'm generally attentive during daylight hours. After that, I turn my devices off. I'll let you read the learning outcomes on your own. The required materials were emailed to you before the course began, and hopefully everybody has found their used textbooks already. If not, those are the details. The exam proctoring is face-to-face, so you will have to come to campus for your midterm and your final exam. It'll be on the Macon campus. If you are not able to make it to the Macon campus, you need to contact me at least 2 weeks in advance so we can find a location that's convenient for you and has proctoring that is acceptable to the school. So for each of the chapters, the units, there's a sequence of about 7 things that you'll do. You don't have to do them in this precise order, but this is the recommended order. That you read the chapter outline, then you read the chapter, and you can include the slides or omit the slides, depends on whether or not you like slides. Then you take, the third step would be take a reading check quiz. That's a quiz to see if you have absorbed what you read in the chapter. And if you've missed or didn't understand a piece of it, this will alert you to what pieces to go back and reread or ask about. Next, you'll watch the YouTube videos. There are links to the YouTube videos in each of the chapters in D2L, and I'll show you those in a minute. After you've watched the videos, then you'll print off the class activities. It's either an Excel spreadsheet or a Word document. You'll print those off. Those are like a handout. You'll work those, and then once you've worked them, you'll actually watch the videos where I go over those worksheets with you. And we walk through them. You can check your work, and there'll be some discussion about it in the videos. After you have read the book, watched the lecture, done the class activities, you are now ready to do the homework. Try to do the homework without looking at your notes, and then check your answers. The solutions for the homework are in D2L, and I'll show you where those are in a minute. Once you have done all that, read the book, done the reading check, watched the lectures, done the class activities, done the homework to see if you're comprehending everything, and checked your answers to be sure what you did was correct, you're now ready to take the quiz that's in D2L. Okay, the quizzes and exams. The quizzes are online, and there's one for each chapter. As I mentioned earlier, the midterm and the final are face-to-face on the Macon campus. Here's the points for the various items that you're completing in the course, up to a total of 400 points. And however many points you accumulate, it tells you where your grade cutoff would be. So 360 points or more puts you in the A slot, and so forth. We'll talk in a minute about what these 2 digital Butler projects are. I always get questions about bonus points. There are 2 opportunities for bonus points in this course. One is to complete all 7 surveys. There's some surveys about how you learn and how you approach your courses, and they're very quick, 2 minutes apiece. There are 2 digital Butler surveys. There's a pre and a post, and those take a little longer because I ask you about how to do things in Excel to see what your experience is with manipulating Excel spreadsheets. If you get 15 or more of those questions correct, I'll double the bonus points. And that's because it requires a little bit more effort, a little bit more thinking to get through those. So I want to incentivize you to really concentrate and see if you can do it. And you can get 15 out of 19 out of the post-survey after you've had some experience with Excel in the course. So you don't have to get 15 out of 19 on both of them, but you have to get 15 out of 19 at least on the second one. If you get on the first one too, that's great. So you have 2 Digital Butler projects, and I'll be putting out a YouTube video, several of them, to instruct you on exactly how to do the project. But this will just kind of give you the general idea. There'll be 2 projects. One is worth more points than the other because it's more difficult and more involved. The first one is. The second one is less involved, and you should be experienced by the time you do the second one, so it won't feel as difficult. You can do these on your own, or you can hire a partner or partners, classmates, to work on them with you, and for the computation portion of the project. For the communication portion, the advice memo, you have to do all of that on your own, but you can form groups spontaneously, whichever groups you want, for the computation part, if you want. Totally optional. If you work with a classmate, you just have to credit your partner. I'll give you examples on how to credit your partner here, and that's because if 2 assignments come in and they're duplicates of each other, I want to know that you were allowed to use that other person's work, that you intentionally shared and there wasn't an accidental sharing that was not authorized. The Digital Butler projects are really different from homework because only half the grade is about getting the computations correct, and half of the grade is on interpreting and communicating what those computations mean, and specifically giving clients advice given the computation. And that requires you to soak and to simmer and to consider and to ponder what the computations mean. And I think that that's unusual for sophomore level classes to ask you to do that, and so you may be unfamiliar with doing that. You may not have done that before, but you'll have an opportunity to do that. The reason I'm mentioning it to you is because that takes quite a bit of time. That imaginative thinking, wondering, creative part of how am I going to tell my client this thing that I'm just now learning myself. So I just want you to be sure that you allow enough time. This is certainly not a project you can do the night before the deadline. So allow yourself plenty of time after the computations are done for that thinking, crafting, authoring, rewriting part. Okay, you're going to be creating some Excel models, and that should be fun, and I will be showing you how to do that and sending you the links to those videos soon. Be sure to set up your alerts in D2L. I'll be showing you how to do that in just a minute, so that as I send out the notice that the Digital Butler videos are available or some additional instruction, you are getting those alerts. Okay, your online quizzes, they're posted in D2L, so they have due dates indicated. You have 3 attempts for the quiz, and the highest attempt is retained towards the course grade. So they're hard. They're difficult, but they're not very long. There might only be 5 or 6 questions, but they're cumulative questions, so it wouldn't be unusual for you not to get the grade that you want on the first one. So just heads up, they're very difficult, and if you haven't done the homework and the reading quiz and the class activities, the chances that you will get your goal grade on the quiz is extremely low. So if you're getting really, really weak quiz grades, I'll challenge you to go back and make sure you're really using those learning opportunities that were supposed to come before the quizzes. So the Academic Resource Center is available to assist you. They also have Skype sessions if you're not able to come to campus, so you can look into those tutoring opportunities. If you need to withdraw or you want to talk or discuss withdrawal, let me know. Be happy to have that conversation with you. If you need some special support through the Student Disability Office, let me know. I'm very experienced with that and happy to assist you. We're going to follow the Code of Conduct for the school, so if you have any questions about that, let me know, and I'll be glad to assist you. And then on the rest of the syllabus are the various due dates and the list of things to do. So what are the lectures that must be listened to? What are the class activities? So you can sort of see the lineup of things that you need to accomplish. Now these are the last cutoff dates. You can start these anytime. You can work way ahead. So if you know that you have a particularly slow week and you can make a lot of progress, you are welcome to go forward as quickly as you would like and complete this work as quickly as you would like. But there is a minimum pace that you have to keep up, and those are these deadlines that are in the syllabus. You'll notice here that the midterm, I will be announcing the room as soon as it's secured, and I'll be putting that out in the news column, so be sure to have your alert set up so you know what room we're in. And the same thing for the final exam. The room is to be announced, so keep your alerts convenient so that you'll be able to see all of that. Alrighty, so let's go to D2L now and have a look at what you have. So in D2L you have a folder here for each of the chapters, and in the folder, let's just go to the first one, you have the various activities. Here's your author slides if you'd like to look at those. Here's the outline of the chapter. Here's the reading check. So you look at the outline, then you read the text, then you take the reading check quiz to see if you absorbed the major points of the reading. Then you have 4 lectures here, and then you have a class activity, and this is the key or the video where I go over that activity. Then you have another activity, and then you have another online video where I walk through that activity. And then here's the key for the homework solution. So you can see that all of these are in the order of the sequence that's in the syllabus of how you should be handling each chapter. The first folder here has the practice exam and study guides that will help you for the midterm and the final. So you have a full-length practice exam, both a one without the answers and one with the answers, so that you can print out the ones without the answers and take it like a mock exam with your notes closed and your book closed and see, about how would you do if you were given the exam right now. And that's very helpful to signal how prepared you are. If you treat it like homework, you'll get additional homework practice, and that's okay too, but you won't get a very good idea how you're going to do on an actual sit-down exam where you can't go looking at your notes or something or your book. So if you go up here to course tools, you can look at the drop box, and this is where you will upload your 2 projects. You'll be uploading an Excel spreadsheet, and you can see the due dates. Everything in this course is due at 11 o'clock at night. That makes it easy. It's always the same. You need to be finished submitting it by 11 o'clock, so try not to get too close to the 11 o'clock time cutoff so that it won't close out on you. For the quizzes, the first 3 here are the surveys that you can earn bonus points for, and then here you are now with the quiz 1 through 9, which are your chapter quizzes. And you can see over here the number of attempts that you have. I'm not sure why this says 6 attempts. I'll be fixing that soon. All right. Under grades, you can look anytime. As soon as I post grades, if you've set up your alerts, you will get an alert that a new grade has been posted for you, and that's nice because then you can see how you're doing, and you can count the points that you have accumulated to see how you're doing towards the grade goal that you have for the class. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. Setting up your alerts is something that you do up here at the student profile level. It's not course specific. Here you can see notifications, and you would set up your notifications here. I've set up my notifications to go to my school email and to my text, my cell phone, but it doesn't have to be the school email. You can send it to an email work or home where you're more likely to notice it. You can also indicate for all these various things, your grades, your news items, and so forth, whether you want them emailed or text to you or both. So you can see how I have set mine up, but you could set yours up. I don't have them contact me when content changes, since I'm the author of the content and I know when it's changed, but you might want to be notified when that occurs. Alrighty, I am looking forward to working with you this summer, and please let me know how I can help you. Good luck. Have fun.